Hey, it's Central Valley Real Estate and Home Improvement Show. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Jim Deis with Guarantee Realty. Jim, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, Steve.
Cool. This is we got some good stuff. All right. First off, how do you like real estate?
It's great.
Yeah?
It's a second career for me.
Is
I
it?
spent 37 years in education. Been retired for a number of years, and as I told the folks over here, I haven't had an angry parent call all day today. It's been wonderful.
That's got to be good. But you know what? I understand the market's going pretty good now.
The market is catching fire. The hard part is getting listings. It's hard to find. If you've got something to sell, or you're thinking about moving, put it on the market now. Reasonably priced, it will go quickly.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you got a recent listing, right?
Somebody must have told you.
Somebody
this.
told me
Somebody
that.
made
I got
you
it
aware of
somewhere.
that.
You
I've
know.
got a new listing just hit today. It's out just off of Highway 41 between 14.5 and 15 on Huntington. It's one street off the main drag out there on 41.
Uh-huh.
It's on an acre and a third, and it's one of those things. It's called a commercial rural development.
Okay.
So it's got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house on it.
Uh-huh.
Part of it has been converted to office space. In the back, really a third of the property, you can have outbuildings that can be workshops, storage, whatever, so you can have light business along with the home that you live in. So it's a really rare opportunity to kind of live and work in the same place.
For someone that's got their own business, a light industrial type of thing.
You got
and they
light
can-
industrial if you work in, if you're a seamstress, if you do taxes, any of those options are available. And the one neighbor next door has 2 huge shop buildings that they keep store equipment and do some work.
Excellent. That's got to be a great opportunity. There's going to be somebody out there that's going to go, that's the place for me.
They're right there. I just saw them.
There you go.
They're
And
sneaking
You're the
in
guy
back
they're going to
there.
get a hold of, right?
Absolutely.
So tell me about Guarantee Realty. You like it?
It's an awesome place to work. I think there's a reason they're always the number one in the valley when the ratings come out each year. Plus, we have enough agents. If we vote alone, we probably put it over the top.
Okay.
Can you cake that out?
Well, no, we'll leave
Okay,
that.
we'll leave it in
That's
for
good.
now. Okay.
You know, but by having that, well, you know, you also have a resource available to buyers, potential sellers, on all sorts of levels, don't you?
Oh, it's amazing. The number, just our in-house sales on Wednesday mornings, when it comes to wants and needs,
Right.
it's a little mini show unto itself with all the properties coming available, sharing with each other who has a need. I need a property that looks like this. You probably have 5 people who have one like it. And it's just a great place to work. It's a family atmosphere. After all the years I spent in education, I never expected it, but it's really a great place to work.
Now, your particular office, where's it located?
We're at Palm and Nice.
Okay.
Drive right to the end before those big green buildings stop
Oh,
you
yeah, I
out
know
there.
where
We're
that's
just
at. Yeah,
short of
you're right
that.
there. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, it's easy to find.
easy to find. You cannot miss us.
Good. For a potential buyer right now, say maybe first time or moving from a first time home into a second home, or buying even a second home for an investment. What are we looking at in the market right now? How's this situated? Is there funding readily available? Because at one time, if you said you had an income, you could pretty much get a loan on anything, and then the market took a big dive. And they came back, but it was real restrictive for a while. Has money kind of opened up in the market? It's easier to get a loan?
It's open some, but I think that most of those changes are still kind of out there.
Uh-huh.
So at this point, you have people concerned, well, is the Fed going to bump the interest rate?
Yeah.
Well, when they start moving at basis points, you're not going to notice it. It's not a big deal. But the whole idea of the difficulty to get loans, I've got 2 people getting loans now who I think the hard part is getting the down payment.
Okay.
If you're financially aware enough to save up money for a down payment, you probably have good credit. I think
Right.
those two kind of go hand in
Kind of
hand.
go hand in hand. Also, what about for you mentioned? I think at the end of this segment we're going to talk about the flight that you
Right.
just came in. But let's talk about veterans in home buying. How's the market for vets right now?
With the ability they have to get financing, it's an excellent market. But you have to react quickly. You need to make the preparation ahead of time. Get pre-qualified. Talk to a lender. Make sure everything's in place. So when you go into that, you never know when you walk in when this is the house. And if you have to contact somebody in 3 days, there are 5 other offers and it's gone.
Yeah. Okay. So when houses are on the market right now, we're still getting multiple offers. That's not, yeah.
Multiple offers coming in on just about everything.
So Jim
Very cool.
Deis,
Jim Deis.
Guarantee Realty,
Yes,
located at Palm and Nice.
right there in the corner.
That's excellent.
Cannot miss us.
Good deal, Jim. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank
oh,
you.
Where is your home? You got a listing. Where is it?
It's at, not that I would know this.
That's right. Yeah,
It's
we talked about it. Don't mind me, but yeah, it's right off 41.
14681 Huntington. It's between, if you were headed out of town, turn left on 14, right on Huntington, middle of the block on the east side of the street.
Cool.
It'll have a big guarantee sign that does not have my picture on it, fortunately. That helps. That helps a
Helps
great
to sell
deal.
it. Yeah, I get that. All right, and I think we've got a video.
Maybe a 30-second clip of Honor Flight coming in, which I had never gone to before.
Real quick, what is Honor Flight for our people?
It's for the veterans. Initially World War II. Last night they had a couple of veterans from there and veterans from Korea on board. They go to Washington, D.C. Each person has a chaperone. The reason I went, a friend of mine went as a chaperone.
Right.
He's a Vietnam vet, but went as a chaperone with a friend of his that he knows from Selma, California. And they took off, spent 3 days, visited the memorials, the war memorials, and there were probably 1,500, 2,000 people out there last night greeting them as they came in.
That's awesome.
Paul Leffler was on the microphone for 2 hours as we waited for the plane to get there. He did a wonderful job. The committee puts together a great, great program for the folks. It's a national organization that runs it. The local chapter is amazing.
Yeah.
They raise money and do a lot of great work for the veterans.
Excellent.
Very emotional. Very cool.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show, and I'll see you when I come back. Welcome home, veterans!
Today marks a significant moment in history for Chwaniki Unified, and it's a new chapter for us as we break ground on this true neighborhood school that will serve the students here of Tesoro Viejo Development. Many, many great thanks to the Tesoro Viejo team and the McCaffrey and Lyles families for your vision and leadership in creating a beautiful new community that we are all very proud to be part of.